Hello, my Libra friends. It's Guiding Halo. Let's find out where the full moon is taking you for the next week. Full moon in Leo today, or tonight, or whenever it is, sometime around this time. Let's find out when it's taking you for the next week, my Libra friends. I might have a kitty cat visitor here. Where's the new moon, or full moon, taking you? Partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are the joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So perhaps joining up as a team. There's something about you that's colorful. Your personality is joyful. You need to feel confident in yourself and the directions that you're choosing to move. Confident in who you are as a person. If you need help, reach out to people that care, your community, friends, family, whichever that is for you. We have card number 12, bearing fruit. Let's read it. This card came out, I can't remember if it was for Libra or not in the last money and finance reading. Let's see what it has to say. If your life were a tree, what fruit would it bear? Envision the result of efforts you put into achieving your dreams and desires in partnership with the divine. Can you see the way you think, feel, and believe reflected in the material world? There is always a correlation between what you see, what you expect to see, what you intend consciously, and what you project unconsciously. Everything is intrinsically connected. Magic flows through you from the unseen world into the world you perceive. Moving from the realm of non-ordinary reality to ordinary reality, you birth ideas and thoughts into form and bring your most cherished desires to fruition. Not all ideas will bear fruit. Sometimes you will reap a sour and bitter harvest based on your sense of your personal narrative and your assumptions about others. You are in a powerful and fertile season of your life when you're particularly good at making things happen with very little effort. Pay close attention to what you're manifesting now. From your career to your personal relationships, your influence is strong at this time. If you don't like what your life is yielding, prune the proverbial tree and get into alignment with what genuinely lights you up. Remember, your birth into the world, that which you pay most attention to and consistently hold within as your truth. Be clear about what you intend. Can you make this commitment? I wonder if you're not clear about what you intend for yourself more so than anybody else. There's something about partnership here and moving forward in partnership. Bringing joy where you go. I wonder if sometimes you don't see yourself as this. This is kind of the message I'm getting. Too many. You don't see yourself as this energy. Trying to be a team player, but it's almost like in some circumstances you wonder if you just have to go it alone entirely. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. I think if that's the case, I would say that there's some energy here of feeling angry and frustrated about not being able to move things, people, situations forward. But you can change that perspective when you start having fun and being the joy bringer that you are. Someone's carrying a lot of weight here. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. There's some sort of surrender needed. So whether it's through prayer, love, whichever, surrendering to what is, surrendering to what has developed, surrendering to what will come your way. One more card, please. What does the universe have for my Libras? I let the universe catch up with my dreams. Okay, so this is telling me that you guys have plans and you have dreams, you have things that you want to accomplish like everyone else does. And the problem with it, a lot of times we feel like it will never happen because nothing seems to show itself in in front of us, in our 3D world that we live in. Nothing seems to show us. There's no evidence of it. However, a lot of times there's cooperative components that the divine has got to set in place. And based on our choices and the cooperative components the divine has already set in place, we end up in a situation where if we choose a certain path and then we change our mind, and then we choose another path and we change our mind again, the divine has to continually set up components to go with that. So you feel like nothing's happening, but the divine is working on this behind the scenes. And what you're doing right now is setting the basis for bearing that fruit in your life. So do not lose hope. Do not lose faith. It's coming. You just have to decide what it is you want and focus on your attentions on that. Perhaps there's some of you that don't necessarily know what you want. And if that's the case, that's okay too. However, until you do, it's kind of like you need to flow gently and go joyfully into every situation, because you are manifesting things very quickly here. And the more anger, frustration, aggravation, whichever you sit in, then that's what you end up manifesting more of. Empathic starseeds are here to shift the world through their physical presence alone. They don't need to do anything beyond being here. Thanks to the energetic change their physical pressure causes. Due to their highly sensitive nature, empathic starseeds can struggle with being on Earth and in a physical body. Many are prone to addiction or depression, or tend to mistake other people's feelings and moods for their own. Natural introverts, they tend to prefer spending time alone or in small groups. Crowds can be overwhelming for them. If this card appears, consider lightening the load energetically. Don't put yourself under such pressure to go out into the world. Be gentle with yourself. Allow extra time and care to recover energetically. If you're feeling pressured to keep up a certain pace, instead put on the brakes and treat yourself like a precious baby. Do whatever you can to take the pressure of the world off your plate. Switch off to switch back on. In today's world, it's normal to feel that we should be doing more, but perhaps being present in our life is enough. This could be a phase you're going through, or simply how you're being called to live your life. If your work involves giving to others, right now you're being called to keep something to yourself. You don't need to transmute it all. It's okay to look after your own growth and healing before feeling you should offer it to the world. Indeed, it's necessary if you want to continue to do so substantially. So there's a real need to take care of yourself here, being an empathic starseed, for whoever this reading's for. The divine's really asking you to take a look at who you join up with, is what I'm getting. Are they energetically helping balance you, or do you feel more siphoned from them? Dearest you, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the patterns that show up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits you. Loving you so, so much. Blessings to you all. I hope you have a beautiful new moon, or full moon in Leo.